right, welcome to Project Mayhem, episode 4. So we had a guest. The guest, whatever, man.
Son of a bitch.
It
Again.
happens, man. I was looking forward to this.
I really
Wolf of
was
Wall
too.
Street, dude.
I mean, listen, it could have been my fault. I don't know. I don't think so, but it is what it is.
Whatever.
The show must go on, as we like say.
I mean, I also think it would be better to maybe have him when that thing
Yeah,
can't talk about drops. That
yeah.
way, you know what I mean? So I
But
don't want to blow up my fucking.
how was your week, my good friend?
My week was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, we were here a couple nights ago.
Yes, we
You
were.
know what I mean?
That was cool to do a nighttime episode.
Yeah,
That was nice.
yeah, it was different energy. Hour and 50 minutes went by like that.
I know, it did. And shout out to Wes. Thank you for coming
thanks,
in.
Wes. Thanks
Doing
for
it
coming
twice with us.
Right,
That was cool.
right. He came for 3.5.
3.5. Yep.
And it's cool because he was our first guest, so like it's always gonna hold a place
Yes.
within us. You
And
know?
he'll be returning for
you know.
other
On
stuff.
top of that, I'm starting to find out like people watch us regularly. You know what I mean? Not
That's crazy.
You guys do need to comment though.
Yes, please comment, subscribe, and like
comment.
watch the long form video, even if it's for 20 minutes at a clip, dude. You got to get those because our shorts are doing great, but those are not doing so hot.
Yeah, I mean, just hop up in there and just leave a comment, man, because then it's gonna pump it higher up.
An algorithm, and also it's like if the more we grow, the bigger, crazy, more wild guests we can get on, and like other things we can start doing. Like I really want to do a ghost hunt.
Well, that
Like paranormal hunt, whatever you want to call it.
So shout out to Bianca.
Yes.
Right. She's gonna be on. What are we? Almost in April already, right? April's on the.
Yeah, April's on the horizon.
Monday or
as they say.
Tuesday, I think. So she's gonna be on in May, but she has a thing that she's doing in April, maybe April 19th or something.
Really?
That we could actually probably go and check it out and whatnot.
That'd be dope. Red Bull.
So-
Shout out to Red Bull.
Yo, listen, Red Bull,
Oh,
Red Bull, please sponsor us.
sponsor. Or Gatorade.
Yeah, Red
Or
Bull.
Quest. Again.
You know? But
Anybody,
No, for
please.
real. We drink Red Bull every time, except for last episode because it was nighttime. It was
No, we drank it. I drank two
you
on the
drank
way
it on
out.
the way here.
2.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to Red Bull. It gives you wings. I remember when that commercial first came out, man, and you said, Red Bull gives you
I got a
wings.
good Red Bull story, right? So this is. Dude, I
Remember
think
the trucks back in the day that used to like flag down the
Yes,
little ones
yes.
and they give the free.
So this is in 2000. I was 11th grade, so I think it was 2003, of course. Yeah, because the Yankees lost to the Marlins that year. I was at my cousin's house, and I acquired some X pills, whatever. I don't know what we kind of can say, but
Little e-pills.
yeah, e-pills, whatever the hell. So I'm sitting there, and I pop like, I don't know, 6 double stacks. And somebody's like, yo, it's this thing called Red Bull. And I'm looking at the can, I'm like, B12, be nice, and I'm like, all right, because that
Got
enhances
some
it.
vitamins.
Bro, I drink the thing like it went down like it tastes like golden water juice. Like it hit my throat. I was like, pounded the whole can. Everything went black, then turned white, and I heard wah, 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 and just projectile, like exorcism. Blah. And then I went, you know what my first thought was?
What?
Holy shit, how many pills did I just throw up? Not that I just threw up and maybe my heart just stopped and my brain shut down. Oh, God.
I remember being at a club, right, and this dude gave me he was like, yo, don't sniff a lot of this. It was buffalo. He was like, yo, that was buffalo K you just sniffed.
What the hell's Buffalo K?
So it's like, so there's ketamine for
Buffalo.
horse,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So it's ketamine strength for buffalo.
Oh,
Project
extra,
is-
extra strong.
I projectile vomited all over this girl bro, in the club. Yeah, man, it was wild, So yeah, my week was good. You know, work was all right. It's
Yeah.
always slow around this time because
Yeah,
of
you tell me in the
tax
car.
season. You know, so but I've been working on a lot of liquidations, a lot of trades. I work with a good group of guys, which is awesome. And then a few of them, I mean, I put in a group chat for all of them to subscribe, and our numbers are kind of going up. Everybody in there, they're cool, bro. I mean, there's this one dude that was actually telling me a story about. He was like at a casino, right? And he was like he took a picture of the table or whatever, right? And in the picture, there was somebody in the picture, but there was nobody there, right?
Whoa.
A couple seconds, maybe like 30 seconds later, that person that was in the picture walks over to the table and goes where he is in the picture.
I wonder what that was.
Like a glitch in the Matrix. or something.
Listen, I don't know. There's a lot of... There's so much different things that go on that I feel like there's interdimensional, there's different vibrations, there's different frequencies. Then I heard there's like I don't know what, like, I feel like it's like, okay, like Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Right.
Like, those things are like interdimensional. That's why they phase in and out of our reality. That's
Right.
why they could be here, and then people like, I seen it and disappeared.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, it was Tesla that said. I brought it up the first episode. Tesla said, "You want to know the truth of the universe? Think it in the form of energy, frequency, and waves."
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's true because like if you're hanging out like when I was using, right, I'm vibrating at a lower vibration.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
And it seems everybody I attract is vibrating at that.
Everybody
vibration
around you
too.
is just crap quality
Right.
people.
So then you get up and now you're vibrating, and it's kind of like has to do with almost like Eastern philosophy thought the chakras. You operate
Yes.
from a higher chakra, and then you attract people that operate from that same chakra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you go around somebody that's lower, you'd have to go down for them to for you guys to vibe. You know?
Yeah,
Same
like
thing
I-
with a girl. If a girl isn't on your level, on your vibration, it don't. No matter how pretty she is. it
Yeah,
don't
I
work
know.
out.
It all brings you down. Listen, I can feel when something's wrong or something's off, whether it's my partner or one of my boys.
Really?
I have I call it the spider sense.
Right.
I know. I don't know what. I may not know what's wrong at the moment, but I know something's off. Something's not
Intuition.
sitting there.
It's like an
Intuition,
that
yes.
You can feel it.
Like
You
every
know?
time right before I got arrested, I almost felt that I was going to get arrested.
When you get in tune with the universe.
Yes, and
You know
like
what I
some
mean?
people are more in tune. That's why you have people like remote view, do lucid dreaming, astral projecting, because they're more
Right.
in tune. Like these stupid phones, and probably even this, everything on this table, really affects us.
Right.
Yeah, I mean they pump so much stuff into our food and water,
Well, it's
into
also-
the air. Look at the chemtrails.
It's also the light. It's something called like blue light.
Yes,
that
they have
comes from
glasses
phones.
that help with that.
And you could
that's
also
it.
change the color
Settings. Yes,
to make it like black and white. You won't be on your phone that much if it's black and white.
No,
I'll tell
no.
you that
Like,
much.
listen, I remember the days with no phones. Like, I used to be so much more creative and so
Well-
much more like.
Right. Well, I mean, I think I brought it up. Anything that's a square has the ability to enslave you.
Well, also too, let me even with the TV, I noticed like I want like with the streaming,
Mm-hmm.
like back in the day, like you would only have X amount of things on,
Right.
and that's it.
And you would find something to watch.
And then if you didn't find anything, you just wouldn't watch TV. Like
Right.
now, I'll just put on anything on YouTube.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to YouTube. But like it's true, bro. Like I would.
Bro.
Like, remember Saturday morning cartoons? Remember
Oh,
TGIF Fridays? I don't know if you were
Yeah, it was Spider-Man in the morning.
Spider-Man, X-Men. Like then you would have Family Matters, Home
Right.
Improvement. What was the other
Different
Step
Strokes.
by Step, Day by Day? Remember that song? Remember that show? That song.
I like, on some real stuff. I can't wait until we get a YouTube Black. That is
man.
gonna be dope.
I always seen people get that. And I was like, God, I want one.
And then like,
Just give me one,
and when we
please.
do get one, we'll definitely have to do an episode and unbox it.
And we gotta do a live stream. I want to do it for the Netflix fight card. Do a live stream. We can do it at my boy's place. Shout out to Eddie.
Or what we'll do is, I'll talk to Bianca and see if we could do the
Please,
this
bro,
month
I
with her,
wanna- I-
and then we can live stream it.
I would love to do. Listen, I've had more paranormal encounters, but back in the day, we had no like technology to help us. Like we were just going and messing with Ouija boards. I mean, we could do a Ouija board too. I mean, that's
Right, but I mean, see, the thing with Ouija boards is weird. Like, I remember trying to do it as a kid, but you always had that dude that
no,
would
bro.
force it.
Me and my boys, my cousin Andrew, Willett, Mikey, Mark. Shout out to you guys. We did it, bro, and we were like, listen. I trust, and I know we were spelling out stuff that we were smoking a lot of weed that our brains cannot compute, but it was spelling out. Like nobody was doing it. And it did it, but that's why I told you, it messed up that Shirley house. We had spirits ripping through that place like crazy for years.
So listen.
Me and my cousin were just talking about this the other night.
So when I went to when I was locked up and I had to go to Willard, right?
Willard.
used to be a psychiatric center.
Yes.
Right? And there's actually a book. It's called like Suitcases in the Attic or something,
Okay.
right? And it talks about like they used to do lobotomies and whatnot, right? But there was a day that, mind you, the house I was in, the building I was in, there was no women. And in the middle of the night, you would hear like a woman screaming, right? And not everybody would hear it, but some people would, and it bugged me out, right? And I remember one day I was leaving my room, and I was walking to the bathroom, and there was a desk out there that the CO would sit at, right? And I'm looking down, and I see a dude in a white coat walk by, and just kind of like phased into the wall.
Interesting.
And I looked at the CO, he looked at me, I looked at him, we were just looking at each other, and I was like, did you see that?
Did you just see what I just seen?
He was like, yo, it happens all the time.
Now,
And the amount of people that were actually killed there. I mean, yo, I heard another place like Gettysburg. If you go to Gettysburg.
yes, well, that is a lot. So many people died there.
Right.
Even Pilgrim State.
Right.
Dude, I've seen people, and I know people that have seen people in the windows. There's a lot of lost souls. I was in, what's that rehab that was there?
CK Post.
CK Post. I went from jail to there. And, dude, I remember we would just hear stuff, see stuff. Like, we'd be walking the track and, like, look and be like, those buildings are condemned. So, like, if you see somebody in there, I mean, there could be. There's a lot of homeless that goes in there.
They also got, like, in the basement, they got those tunnels that go from building to building.
We got to get into that.
You know?
I'll download apps for my phone, like EMF readers, the box that goes through different frequencies of stations you can pick up, you can hear people on. Listen, who knows? Maybe we'll catch a spirit or two.
Well, that's why I think after
Shot, you know what's a great paranormal? And they're low key? Mind CTV.
Yeah.
I tagged them. Awesome. He doesn't really do anymore, but dude, they picked up some stuff. And it's just 2 guys. There was always 3 guys, like not a whole camera crew. Because when you have that many people, I feel like it's harder to pick up on things.
Right. Right.
When you have like only 2 people,
well,
you know,
it's also the type of people you bring too, right? Like if people are open to it and
Yes.
whatnot, like if you could bring somebody that's just closed-minded, it may
they'll make an excuse for everything. Okay, yeah, it's that.
But
It was
affect the experience of the
yes,
of
but
what
also
may
like
go down.
you can shut down anything, of course, but you can be
Right.
almost too much where you think anything. You have to be in that middle ground where you have to be like, I'm open-minded, but I'm not gonna every little creak. I'm not gonna be like, that was a ghost.
Right. Right.
Excuse me.
Right. Don't
Yes.
be too like.
You can't be like even
because
with
some things are explainable.
like let me I just watched on Conspiracy Files. It's a good YouTube channel about Zorro Ranch.
Okay.
You know what Zorro Ranch is?
No.
Mr. Jeffrey's hidden ranch in Arizona.
Okay.
Bro, they doing experimentations there on humans. They were trying to make the perfect human race. He was I can't even say most of what happened there.
Dude, I forgot what the ranch.
And
is
nobody
called.
that ranch never got invaded by the FBI.
Yo, there's a dude that bought the property that Annabelle is on. The comedian Matt Rife.
Oh,
He
really?
bought the property, and now I just saw actually on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, one of these things. It was a video of like a whole bunch of dolls that look like Annabelle that they put in the same room, right? And they're gonna leave them there for a month,
And see if somebody attaches to it.
and then they're raffling them off, which is crazy. I think that's
No, that's called let's affect a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
If there's something wrong with the house, that'll affect the doll, which will affect wherever that doll ends up.
Well, it's. I mean, I remember somebody went in. You supposed like when you clean the area that the doll's in, you're supposed to go in with a priest. You're supposed to like go. In,
Like,
but somebody just went in and then dude ended up dying. Bro.
Dude, I seen it where the door kept opening. Like somebody touched the doll, like on one of these ghost adventure, ghost hunt videos, paranormal shows on YouTube, and the door kept opening. And like you could see it close and just open.
This is the ranch I'm talking about, Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker, they did a whole Netflix thing on that.
Right, but it's also
There was a lot of UFO
in
sightings
Utah,
there.
right? So
Utah.
that's what's cool. It's not just like paranormal stuff. There's also UFO.
Wait. So the doll was they put
No.
it-
This
Oh.
is just something else.
Okay, yeah, they did the whole Netflix special about that. Remember, there was stuff moving. Like they would put a container that would move. Like there was UFO sightings. There was see orbs. The big thing was orbs.
Right,
there.
orbs.
The orbs everywhere.
Yeah,
Especially
so-
out. You know why? Out there is even more because you have nothing out there. So you're really just out in the open. And I feel like spirits and your frequency and everything can just.
Alright, so this is what it says. Comedian Matt Rife and content creator Elton Castee announced in August 2025 that they purchased Ed and Lorraine Warner's haunted house and occult museum, becoming the new guardians of the infamous Annabelle.
Oh, that's the people from what was those movies? Insidious, right?
They plan
Am I doing
to
that? Am I talking?
open the Monroe, Connecticut property for tours and overnight stays, housing the doll in its original location. I think that's kind of wild. You know what I mean? Because there's actually like a real story about it. I mean, it's the same thing with the Amityville Horror House.
I seen that house. They redid it. It's totally different now. Like I remember seeing it after the movie.
Yo, there's actually a house on my block that people live in.
Wait,
now.
in the court?
No, it's up the block a little bit from.
Like so, like when we come out, the
Make a
left
right.
we make, or the okay? When I usually come that way. That's the way I come to
it's
your
like
house.
Set back a little bit, and the dude that so now it's like some type of trap house, right?
Okay.
But before that, the guy that lived in it killed his whole family and then killed himself.
Is this wait somebody living there now?
Yeah, bro. I think they're squatting or whatever. But I wouldn't.
Oh, squad! Now kick in the door.
I
and
wouldn't
be like,
want to
hey,
live in that house.
I want to go in there and see if there's anything in there. I can feel it if I walk in because I always get like hairs on my neck start to stand up. I get chills down my spine if some type of spirit's next to me.
I can't wait to have Bianca on because she's done a lot. Like
I want to, yeah, I want to see if she has any do a reading
she's
for
done
us.
readings on people,
That's
and
awesome.
so my homegirl Rose, right? She lost her father and her mother, right? And they like came through and said shit that only she would know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when it becomes like a little bit believable. Like some things I think were a little bit televised. I'm not too sure about the Long Island medium if that was.
Listen, listen. I always say once you go meet that, you know. I mean, it's for me. I know when somebody's.
You know what we should do? Maybe like after this, there's a psychic right up the block. Maybe we just stop there.
I'll stop there.
Would you mind coming on the podcast?
Or
You know what I
we
mean?
get a reading. We're gonna probably get a reading from her first because she's not gonna be like, hey, wasting your time is money, money is time. I'll go get. I mean, if she charges like $30, $40, I'll go do it real fast.
That would be wild. Man.
That'd be cool.
And record it or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I think I mean I noticed some guests like shout out to Fred, shout out to Mel.
Shout out to Fred and Mel from
Yeah, I
the
was
place
on
we
the
were
phone
at.
last night, you know, and Fred was talking about how people have been talking about the podcast and LICR.
That's crazy.
People have also been telling him that he should do a podcast, and I think he has a good personality. I don't know if it would fit in his schedule, but I know he was talking about coming on, maybe not on a Saturday because he's a little.
We could do whatever, bro.
But
I like how we did the night episode. I
That was
felt very
cool.
alive.
That was
I'm a
cool.
night person. I'm like a vampire.
That was cool. I think, and you know what? I think like this is gonna gain traction, but it also could break off onto other. Types
Yeah, like we could do
other
others.
podcasts
Yes,
as well.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, like
different brands.
Like I love movie reviews. I just watched the other night Scream 7. Wait,
The new one.
the new one 8? No, 7. It's 7. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I thought Stu was coming back, but now.
Who's that? Matthew Dillard, right?
Yeah, so what happened was they did like some stupid storyline like in the movie, like the guy, one of the killers made no sense. It was whack. But in the beginning, some kid did a YouTube video breaking it down. I forgot his channel's name, but he was like, because he did like a FaceTime call with Sydney, right?
Okay.
And in it, the first one he did, because like later in the movie you find out the guy worked for Google for AI, and he was doing that. But the other shots later in the movie when he did it, it was dark, his clothes were different, and he had scars on his face. The first two, he's moving with the phone, so it wasn't like his AI be stationary, and he had these deep scars on his face. So I'm like, I hope he really is alive, because they've been tying it in each more. He was supposed to come back in number 3.
Right.
And Columbine happened. He was supposed to be in prison and then showing, like, he's sending different recruiting kids from high school, but they were like, that's too close to Columbine.
Right.
And listen, Columbine was real.
Oh, 100% it was real.
Yes. But I was going to get into the hook of Sandy. I'll say it like
well,
that.
that was real too.
No, let's not get into it.
You're
That's a
you're on
Patreon.
that Alex Jones shit.
No, not actually, but I know somebody else that shows you the FEMA drill for the day, has the pamphlet. Like, why you think there wasn't chaos there? Nobody was running in the building. The kids were all lined up perfect. An assembly line. That school was shut down. It wasn't even active.
So nobody died, is what you're saying?
Those same kids were in Obama.
Facilitated.
It was no. Nobody died. The same kids that they show the pictures. Remember, all the pictures they show are different pictures of the kids. Like not
Well,
those.
one thing I can, because
Listen,
kinda
the
like
same-
going because
the same-
because you see the same people at like a lot of
Same.
protests.
Okay, so the same
throughout the
crisis
country.
actors are in that Boston bombing and Las Vegas shooting.
I mean, what are the chances of being in all three?
No, you see their hair's different, but the same faces, same right.
Well, listen, you know, like I noticed, what you see is like when there's certain protests they want to put out, they have all the signs already made. They have the people that go there, but it would also be like they'd be paid actors for like 2 hours, and then once like 12:30 hits, they all leave.
Yeah, no, and you'll notice too they have wristbands on. The crisis actors always have wristbands, so then the cameras can pick up on them. You know what I mean? So you like okay, so you mix in like okay, so with the Boston bombing. So now what the key thing was if you put concussive explosives, right, and let them go off, as a civilian, not the people that are in on it, you will swear on a stack of Bibles that you heard a bomb going off.
Right.
Now, it was concussive, so you hear the boom, bang, you run. That's how they do it. So they mix in, some type of real...
Sound effects.
Well, no, it was just concussive explosion. So it blows up, but it's not like a bomb. And then the people in the middle, like this guy, I can't remember his name for the life of me. He does videos on all this. He shows you there's a guy in a wheelchair getting pushed with his legs blown off. Mm-hmm. Now, if your legs were blown off, you would go into shock and probably be dead and loss of blood. There's a guy behind him with a cowboy hat pushing him.
Okay.
That guy, he shows you his IMDb. The guy with his legs blown off got his legs blown off 4 years before that in Iraq. Got a Purple Heart.
Damn.
Yes, bro. I'll show you this video.
Listen, a lot of this stuff. I mean, for somebody that doesn't like to watch the news, you said you're pretty informed on some.
I don't watch the news, but I know I've been doing it since 2006.
Well, listen, man. I've noticed like a lot. The wool is like the veil is lifting. People are seeing it for what it is now. They're seeing that our politicians are all puppeteers.
Yep,
for
exactly.
Israel had something to do with 9/11. Had
Yep.
something to do with JFK. And now we're in this war in the Middle East for no reason.
Oh man!
And then
gas. What about?
So let me tell you, like something I know from selling gold and silver. Right, when we went to Afghanistan, right, so, gold was about $300 an ounce. When we got out, it was $7.
Okay.
When we went into Iraq, it was around $556. When we got out, it was like $1,1400. Right, so. Wartime does great for precious metals, but not because the precious metals are worth more, but because of inflation.
Yes. Look at.
So what's going to happen, I feel, is we're heading in a way that is going to be hyperinflation. The dollar's going to decline from up under us, and they're moving in the direction of a digital dollar. All right.
Listen.
And which there is something they're already doing in Europe. They get like a barcode, right? But the problem with that is there's a lot of people that don't want the government knowing where I spend my money.
Oh, that, and they could also shut down. Like I know in China, don't they do it where if you don't pay this, they'll shut off your water, they'll shut off your electricity, you can't go to the store. Like, and also look at gas, bro.
Oh.
Like I drive a lot. Gas is killing me. Like 2 months ago, it was $2.61 by my apartment. It is now $3.89. That's insane.
That's because of the Middle East. They shut down.
That's for regular gas, bro. That's not even for super.
They shut down the Strait of Hormuz. But what's crazy is we just went into Venezuela and took a crazy amount of barrels of oil.
You know how we got that president, all right?
What?
They used a frequency weapon that dropped everybody, and they just walked right in.
Yeah.
Bro, I heard, like, so I think it was like, I don't know if they used like 6G, there was some type of frequency weapon. Like, almost like Stranger Things.
Well,
The season 5, how they had the stuff on the trucks, and they would...
Well, they also have another weapon. I think it was like in Haiti or something that they used it in certain places, right? Where the whole area was demolished, right? But what didn't get demolished was anything that had a blue roof. Because of that light frequency, the frequency weapon couldn't hit it, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, listen, we get, like, iPhones, things like that, or stuff that they already developed the military and get passed down, right? And that's how technology, even the microwave.
They are hundreds of years ahead, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, if society knew how much...
Well, it's like that guy Bob Lazar.
Yes, Element 152, I think it was called. 151, whatever.
And they were talking about, 115. I'm gonna
Google it. We gotta. I'm about to start bringing our laptop in and start.
We need a fact checker.
Yeah, we need a Jamie. We need like a Jamie. Jamie, pull this up. Like, on the Joe Rogan show, you have the Jamie, like that dude.
Yeah.
We need like one of those guys.
So what do you call it? He was talking about that Element though back in the 90s, and people were talking about, you're crazy.
He worked at Area 51. He snuck the heat. I'm surprised they let him live. That's a real... He was friends with John Lear, the guy, Lear in Planes.
And then what happened is they synthesized, in like a college or something, they synthesized that Element in 2012. But he was talking about something that was most definitely real, but they just don't want to bring it up, which is crazy. And I mean, aliens. I think next year. You ever heard of a guy named Bashar?
Who? No.
All right, so his name, I forgot what his name is, but he claims, and he has these seminars where he claims that he gets an entity comes into him.
Okay.
And he becomes the entity, which is
they swap bodies. Probably.
So
they swap consciousness.
So the entity that comes into him, is a first encounter specialist, right?
Really?
And he comes from a star system, Palladium star system, or something like that. And he talks about real first contact is coming like next year.
Listen, I heard about the Great Awakening for years now. It's like the problem is
Element 115.
Okay, 115. I was close enough. But
151. You think about liquor.
No, I don't drink. I haven't drinking drinking was never.
I did that back in the day, bro.
Yes, back in the day.
I used to burn it, right? And I went to blow it out in my eyebrows.
You know what? Speaking of, I just want to what I realized a long time ago. Alcohol is the worst thing.
Oh, it is. It's
bro.
poison.
The most crazy things I did was drinking. like the fights, the chaos, the waking up in weird places.
It also affects your body so much.
That's why I stopped doing, because I was juicing, and I would binge like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and wake up on Sunday and be like, what happened to my muscles?
That's why, you ever see it's called like wine and spirits.
Yes.
And they call it spirits, I feel, because when people drink it, a spirit goes into them.
Yes.
And it lowers, like, women, when they're drunk, will do things, regret it the next day.
You know what, Steve, our counselor from the place.
Shout out to you, Steve.
Shout out, Steve. I know he watches. He just doesn't want to follow me, but I know you watch, Steve. Anyway, he was saying.
Aren't you proud of him, Steve? Yeah.
But so he was telling Hammer. He was telling a thing, us in group. But he was like, "Listen, alcohol is the only thing. Like, say you put white powder with the plant. The plant, it'll take like a week to die. Same thing with H or whatever. If you put just a cap of liquor in there, it kills the plants immediately. Yeah. That's how poison. Like all over Europe, they show.
Oh, the skull and bones.
Yeah, same with cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like it's all over. Like it is so bad for you. And like, dude, I would just be. You want to see the demon coming out of me? Put liquor in, and like I could be in a good mood, but if you push that button, like I'm fighting everybody, and like you're not stopping me. Like I become like.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? Like I used to try to justify only brown liquor gets me like that.
Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, vodka only does that," or Tito's. It's like it's all bad for you. I don't care what it is. It's all bad for you. It's all bad.
Listen, the thing, and what's crazy is like the thing about like drug addiction and alcoholism, right? It's the same disease, addiction.
Yes,
right? But it looks different, right? Like an alcoholic could be a successful lawyer, and he drinks like his.
Everybody thinks it's cool.
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I'm drinking my on the rocks
in his study. Where a crackhead is in a motel somewhere with a
I hate when people try to justify, well, drinking's not as bad as doing drugs. It's all bad. And you know what? On drugs, I never did any of that crazy stuff that I did drinking. And that's a fact. And the most crazy shit I seen was when people were drinking.
It's also socially acceptable drinking, right?
Yes.
Like, so much so. Like, and marijuana's getting there, but I don't think marijuana is anywhere near as deadly.
Listen, the weed now is too strong, man.
100%.
I'm way too strong.
100%.
Like, I don't know, man. To be one with your soul, mind, and spirit. That's the way to be. Like, I don't want to be I don't want to have anything as a crutch ever again. I love me as me. And yeah, I'm crazy. And I'm psychotic. That's just me natural.
Love you, bro.
Like, yeah, I mean, people like, everybody's like, you talk so loud. It's like, good. This is me. I wouldn't change me. That's why I remember I have such bad ADHD. You put me on Adderall. Adderall make me like this. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't be able to talk.
I think, it's crazy because, like, something finally clicked, right? And it always used to be, like, trying to find an external source to fix an internal problem. Look at him.
No haircut. Shaved it.
I like it,
Listen, bro. I mean, it was just time. I just needed a...
It's like reinventing yourself.
Yes, bro. I feel good, man. It's nice. Get a shower. Just boom, boom, boom.
That's crazy. I put one on. You took it off. Yeah, man. Trying to use something like the greatest gift. And I was talking to a sponsor about it last night. It's like, the obsession to use has been lifted, bro. And I didn't have to do much work to do it. It was something that was given from grace.
Yes,
but I do work to keep it.
The other night, I had such a bad night. Fighting with somebody. And then I get in my car, leave that place to go meet my shout out to Paulie, going to Retro Fitness, go get a little workout because I was real stressed out about something that just happened. Like I was just stressed, losing my mind all day. Somebody sideswipes my car in the LIE by like exit 57 it was. 'Cause I remember, right? So he gets to pull over first. I pull over.
Parkway?
Yeah, it's right over there, right? And I pull over, but he pulls over first. I'm like 200 yards ahead of him, and I'm just like. I'm on the phone with my boy, and I'm like flipping out, and I start to reverse, and I seen this son of a bitch take off, and I was like, and you know what? I think it was the best because we would have got out and words were exchanged, I would have ripped him out of that car, and I would have did bad things. So maybe it was God's. Yeah, my car got a little dinged up, but I was in such rare form that I'm sober and I'm clean, but dude, I would have killed him. It would have been bad. So you know what? It happened for a reason. And then, went to the gym. I thought I blew up my shoulder. Like, it was, but you know what? I stayed sober. I didn't even think about getting high. Like, that wouldn't even cross my mind. I mean, I thought about doing some violence, but I even talked myself out of that. I played the tape forward.
It's also some like situations like that are a good barometer to show you where you're at.
To gauge where you're at, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that like I still got to work on that. But you didn't go back in your car and follow him.
No, I thought about it. And then I checked myself, and I was like, bro, it happened. And you know what? I'm thinking in my head, you know how many times you've done that? I've done that 1,000,000 times in the past. So it's like, karma's real, and that was my comeuppance, and cool. I got it.
Yo,
got it good.
So, like, one of the things I got locked up for, I stole a lot of cars.
I remember you telling me.
All over, bro. They called me, like, the Baron Honda Bandit or something, bro, right? And I remember one day I was with my boy. We took a car, and we were on 112, and boom, we get, like, he's driving, sides, fucks the car, and we're driving up. And we just kept pushing.
Yeah.
And then I think now, like, damn, what if that was me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, I truly believe that, like, I paid, like, I got my karma tenfold.
Karma's always came back and cashed that check on my ass.
It will come and it will look like something else.
Yes.
But it also gains interest as it's coming back.
Yes.
Like it comes back, hit you 10 times harder.
Yes, it does. So it's like, if you live clean, good, do the right thing, yes, every day will be perfect. No. There's not all, but I do have a lot more better days than bad days.
Well, this is my thing. I don't have bad days. I have bad moments.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. Yes, I have bad moments in the day. Yes.
You know what I mean? And then I could, but the best part about that is I could check myself right then and there and restart my day.
Yes.
And I don't have to hold something that happened at 9 in the morning all the way until 9 a.m.
Yes, that's why the gym is big for me too. I get that release, dude. Sometimes I go to the gym twice a day, not because it's just for that second release. If something really bad happened to get me real revved up, I go to the gym for part 2 to kind of just, even if it's for a half hour, just to get out that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just, it blows off steam, gets that endorphins going. I feel good, and I'm just, I relax, and I'm back to peace, a state of bliss.
Yeah. I mean, yo, listen, so I was telling, I'm going to bring it up. I was just showing you, right, Gerald the Dolphin, right? now,
I love it.
So
love
guys,
it.
like, there's this story about this gentleman that was found on a beach in
Get 'em.
in Florida.
Content.
I love
Content,
it. Like,
baby, content.
Gerald, like, dude, if you're watching this, hit us up.
Whoever you are, Dolphin
Please,
Man.
You're down in Florida.
Listen, now let me ask you a question, because I know my beliefs on this, because I'm very...
I'll finish the story.
Oh, I'm
first.
sorry, I cut you off.
So they know, right?
Yes.
So this guy, they find him on a beach, right? He's wet, and authorities talk to him, what are you doing? And his claim was he got abducted by a school of dolphins that had forced him 40 feet underwater to build structures for them, right? They would communicate through clicks. And the leader was a guy, his name was Gerald the dolphin, and he helped them breathe underwater, and he was making structures, and then he was like drawing them in the sand, okay? So now, I know dolphins, they're mammals like us.
Dolphins are very...
extremely smart.
So smart.
They have something called dolphin-assisted birth.
Yes.
Right? Where women will go in, and it's something about the sonar they don't even feel giving birth.
Yes.
And those kids, statistically, they've done studies, are actually a little bit smarter.
Yes, you know what always comes to mind when you say dolphin? Echo. Remember the video game Echo?
Oh, yeah.
From Sega? What blissful music during that. Me and my cousin, shout out to Frankie, we used to always play that game. It's so hard. But what I was getting to, I believe, and mermaids, whatever you want to call it, I believe we have underwater civilizations that, because and plus there's more, I'm pretty sure it's a fact. You can comment.
Say we've explored more outer space than our own ocean.
Not even that. There's more oceans inside the Earth than outside.
I believe that. But also, like, I think it was something that I was watching on Tucker Carlson. He had a whole thing on, like, aliens and UFOs and, like, interviewing people and top people, like Air Force people, Navy people. And they say a lot of the ships that they see come from inside the ocean.
Exactly, because now what I always heard...
So there's, like, outer space, but there's inner Earth.
Yes, because that little force field they put around the ships, because you got to realize they're going at such speeds, the G-force would rip you apart. So they have some type of whatever machine or whatever technology keeps it, so it's like a localized space. So you're not affected by the outside. That's why you can zip around like this, zip, without getting torn apart.
Right.
And now that same field, when you go into water, the water just goes around it. So that's why they can move seamless, and that's why it doesn't make noise when they come out of the water.
Right.
Because you hear, listen, there's a documentary on Amazon. Damn it. It's about It's all about UFOs and disclosure. I forget the name of it. Damn it.
Oh, is it the one with?
It just came out in 2025. My boy, I went to his house and watched. He calls me up. He's like this, right? I've been talking about this forever. He calls me up. He's like, listen, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, I believe you. I'm like, you believe what? He goes, I believe in the UFOs now. I'm like, why? He's like, this documentary on there. Because it's all Congress, military, Air Force, all people that couldn't talk about this before finally coming out and speaking about stuff they've been seeing.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime.
Yes, on Amazon Prime. What's the name of it?
It's called The Age of Disclosure.
Yes, Age of Disclosure. Shout out to that. Everybody go check that out. Great. Listen, listen, because I know people's always argument is, well, I'm not going to believe Joe Schmo that lives on the farm. All right, what about the military? What about Air Force?
Well, listen.
Who see every type of, when they're saying, listen, we don't know. We don't know.
Listen.
We don't have craft that move like this.
Listen, there's a Commander David Fravor is his name. And he's a Air Force pilot.
Okay.
Right? And he's the one, and Congress brought him to Capitol Hill to have like a discussion about it, right? And it was all like, and it wasn't just him, there were other people too, but it was like, have you ever heard of the Tic Tac?
Yeah.
So
it's like, it looks like this almost.
Yeah, so what they do is they were going to do like an exercise, right? And this thing kind of like met them at the exercise.
Yep.
And then they followed it.
I think I heard about this, yeah.
And where it stopped was where they were going to finish their exercise. And then it goes back and just disappears. But it's at a speed and at a velocity that they wouldn't be able to. There's nothing we know.
Yes, exactly. And also, their ships they have different types of ships that like it's so crazy that when you go inside, it's actually bigger than the. So say the ship looks like this.
Oh,
right?
It's kind of like Doctor Who's.
Yes, exactly like that. And like I heard, when you go inside, it's like 10 times bigger. So like there's so much. Then they have ships that are intuitive that you just neural link to, and you drive. You
drive it with your mind.
With your mind. Like that's why Rick and Morty is such a big. Like my boy Eddie wants to come on. He got me on Rick and Morty, and like new season's dropping. We can do like segments on Rick and Morty reviews. I love that show. Like that show, it's so much sci-fi, but like
what we could do is we could like certain clips of Rick and Morty we could green screen in the back of us.
That'd be cool.
And then kind of discuss our take of what's going on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
Listen, I think there's a lot to it. I mean, listen, The Simpsons is another. It's not as trippy as that, but The Simpsons
with
is
the
one of those
prediction
things,
stuff.
right? So I think that is because the whole thing with the lead is they got to tell you what's going to happen
before.
and,
yes.
and then they don't get in trouble.
Same thing with the satanic stuff. They have to put that.
So they
in your face.
They tell you on like they said Donald Trump is going to be president years ago. And then he became it.
9/11, a bunch of stuff.
You know what's weird? Like there's like somebody asked Donald Trump and somebody asked Obama too if aliens are real. Now they said aliens are real, right? But it was said almost that he was joking.
You know what's kind of bothering me about? Like I was a big Trump guy, right? With Jeffrey Files.
Okay.
I was watching. Like I really didn't look into it, but like he was, at least what I was watching, he was big with suppressing them a little bit. I could be wrong.
Well, I think that was it's less about him maybe being directly involved, but more about Jeffrey being involved with Israel.
Yeah, but it's like, listen, I want like
Israel. Jeffrey was funded by Mossad.
No, listen, Glenn Matt. How you say her name? Ghislaine. I always say Glenn.
Oh, so you want to hear some crazy stuff?
I got some
father.
Stuff. I know Robert Maxwell
owned like a printing company, right? That all our like the school books, McGraw, whatever, are come out of his printing company, right? But he's also tied in with the Rothschilds.
Yes.
So the Rothschilds kind of put out what they want our kids to learn. And what's crazy is like I didn't go to high school, bro, and I'm a little bit more in tune with what's going on than people that went to school.
Exactly, and also what she had that nobody realized. Because everybody like, how'd they get the kids to the islands? She had a submarine license, and she had this whole submarine thing. So they were taking subs in. Underground, they had like a little door that would open, and that's how you bring them in, so nobody could see.
Right.
There's so many layers to that, and we know about the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, bro, there is so much. So there's actually, they declassified some of the Epstein files.
But you know what? I know the FBI and people that did look at it.
So there's like what I've noticed is
it's all redacted stuff.
Yeah,
a lot
there's
redacted.
certain things that are like files, right? And we'll say like JPEG. Right? Like it's a picture, you click it, it doesn't work. But if you put MOV, it will change it into the movie.
Yes.
And you can see what's really going on. So there's like, also the Island Boys, right? There's two guys that kissed each other.
Oh,
there's
God.
pictures of them when they're kids.
Yeah, bro. Because
On Epstein's Island.
listen.
That's why they call them the Island Boys.
Listen, there's a lot of weird stuff with them. They've actually got big with drugs now. Fetty, I know they got popped. Like, they're going through it because they're probably so damaged. Because, like, how you control these people is through severe trauma. And it compartmentalizes in your brain. And then you can control somebody like, through that. That's what MK Ultra was all about.
Oh, bro.
Like, look at the guy who shot John Lennon. I was working. I did I installed a gas main and service to that building, right? And when they found him in the bushes, he was reading The Catcher in the Rye and had no idea what was going on. So that was his activation. When you read that book, a certain
it's
part,
kind of like the Winter Soldier.
bro. See, I heard
Marvel took a lot of this stuff. Think about it,
Illuminati. They have the Cabal in there, and also what I always heard.
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yes, but also this is the thing with Marvel too. I heard. Okay, so after you ever heard of Paperclip, Project Paperclip?
Of course.
Is after the war they got all the best scientists and military minds from Germany, Nazi Germany, and brought them over. So now the problem is with that, they didn't put no governors on them. So they didn't give no restrictions when they came to America. Okay. So they let them run wild. So they got to meet with different private contractors and show them technology or stuff and gave the military the worst of it just to keep them happy. And then went to them. What happened was, so this is how it's explained to me. Somebody said, did you see Captain America Winter Soldier? I said, yes. No, Hydra was everywhere, infiltrated. That's what happened with the Nazi Germany.
Right.
They just infiltrated us.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, none of these societies really ever died, right? Like,
No.
the Roman Empire didn't die. It became the Vatican.
Yes, and also, look at this. I know, you ever seen Hunting Hitler?
No, I
On the
haven't.
History Channel? It was a great show. And they went to Argentina. And what they saw was all this Nazi stuff. So what they were doing was go to Argentina, Spain to Argentina, Antarctica.
Okay.
They would take a sub.
Okay.
That's where the whole...
Sure, your recycling comes in, and a lot of people...
Yep.
But you know what's weird? So this is my hot take on Hitler, right? He wanted to make the supreme race blonde hair, blue-eyed kids, right? He wasn't even that.
No, but this is
This is why I think it has to do with whatever beings have
I'm going to tell you about
contracted
that.
with him.
So there was beings that got in touch with them. So they had mediums called the Vril Society. We talked about it in the first episode.
Yeah. We should actually do like a deep dive.
Yes,
on
we
that.
have to. I'll do like a lot of research, and then we'll come in. I'll print out papers. But what happened was, so these beings contact them. They were blonde hair, blue eyes, perfect humans, right?
Okay.
To say perfect. And they said they were from, say, the Pleiades, because they didn't want them to know they were so they were in the earth.
Right.
So that's where he got the perfect race. That's what supposedly why he said it. That's why it wasn't about what he looked like. It was about what he knew was out there and what he wanted to recreate or, contribute to that.
Right, and try to like help them or whatever.
Yes.
Well, so there's this. So back to this guy Bashar, right?
Yes.
So he gets inhibited by another being, and this being is a first contact specialist for our species, right?
Okay.
And they come from they're on a different planet. They started out like us. Something happened, some cataclysm or whatever, and they ended up what's the word I'm looking for? Mutating into what they are now. Right? So they got like bigger eyes, bigger head.
And also that's what touching
back
to
the different aliens, the Pleiadians, the Greys.
There's so many races.
Aquatics.
Praying mantis, the Draco is like the worst, I heard. But like when I heard there was a cataclysm happened, and some of humans went underwater and some stayed above. That's when the mermaid or merman species. Dude, mermaids.
Well, they also call them sirens.
Yes.
So like, there's stories about.
Listen, it's been going way back to ancient times. Like the pyramids, like it's just so much.
So did you also hear about like the theory on raccoons being like aliens?
No.
Right, because like
Rocket Raccoon.
Right. So like, but think about it. Like every civilization always has depictions of animals.
Yes.
There's no civilization that has a depiction of.
I heard Atlantis was big with splicing human and.
So they said. I mean, they also got thumbs like us. I mean, when you think of Rocket Raccoon, imagine that.
Raccoons are vicious.
Like,
so.
Imagine that. Imagine if all the raccoons just got activated, bro. You know what I mean? Just
Dude, I remember I lived in Kings Park.
but also, like, octopuses are like that, too,
Yes,
bro.
like I lived in Kings Park, and these guys were destroying my garbage cans. So I got like special. So I get home from work. I worked late that night, and I get there and I see these 2 raccoons like this. So I bungeed them down and and they're just. They're doing it where the hole is to get in to pop the lid. Both of them. I throw a rock. I hit it. They both turned around, like looked at me like, "What up?" Like, bro, postured up, and I was like, "Oh crap! Let me back up." Because those claws, bro, like this. Just, bro, they drilled perfect holes in it and popped my lid.
Yo, my neighbor, when I was a kid, I remember going there for, like, trick-or-treat, right? And I remember her opening the door and seeing a raccoon run by. And I was like, "Ma'am, you know you got a raccoon?" She was like, "Oh, that's Charles. That's Charles." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "It's a domesticated raccoon or whatever."
Yeah,
bro.
okay,
Like,
pass on that
why?
one.
Why?
Pass,
Never went back
hard
to that
pass.
House. Never went back to that house.
Like, for me, I love knowing the unknown. Like, I just...
So then it's an unknown then, if you know it?
No, but I don't know all of it because, like, I would
Well,
love...
it's like the more you know, the more you realize you
Yes,
don't
you
know.
don't know, but it's like, I don't... Like, I had a partner at work, and I would show him all the stuff. And then he finally came to me one day, he's like, "Listen, I believe you, but this is messing my world up. Like, I live..." So that's the people that take the blue pill.
Right.
That like, some people just don't. They just like living in their little world,
Well,
and they don't want nothing to affect that.
Yo,
Which I get it.
it's
I
kinda
understand.
like-
I'm not that person.
Kind of like people like when they brought up that whole Pizzagate, right? When they
Oh,
brought up that,
bro.
or like adrenochrome.
Listen, look at that guy's Instagram. I have a video called Pedogate, whatever. This kid did all this research on that. And he just shows you the evidence. He goes, "Listen, I'm just showing you the evidence. You could determine what you feel at the end of this video." And that guy, Instagram, they were showing babies with signs on them. They were taught the comments and the people. Then he would go into the videos of people that were commenting and their stuff. And it was very, very, very disturbing.
Bro, you gotta
Very. Look what happened to the guy from Lincoln Park. And the guy from Audio Slave. They were supposed to come out a documentary. They both died. Contusions the back of their head. And listen, when you get hung by the doorknob, I heard that's like a sign from the elite to tell you, "Listen, this person was going against us." Because listen, when it's like
hard to
same.
get hung from
Look at Jeffrey, right? Because your body will kick up and you will sit up, no matter what. Like your body. That's why when they kick the chair out, like in movies or in videos, and you see them boop. Because that's why they kick the chair out, because you will fight it. Like, it's like, okay, try to drown yourself.
Right.
Your body will pop back up because it's just a natural instinct.
Right.
That's
mean,
why the
whole
doorknob.
thing is a little.
Yeah.
I'm not jacking that.
No, I'm not, bro. Because listen, and then they always have they're always hurting other places. They have like a bashing back of the head. Like,
Yeah, that's a little.
the algorithm's gonna smash this video to
yo,
oblivion.
Even that TV show The Wire, right? There was the dude D'Angelo that somebody killed him.
Yeah.
Hung him
Oh,
from
perfect.
the
Perfect.
doorknob.
Now, you know what else is a real... Okay, so you ever seen True Detective with the first season with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
I heard that with the ritual sacrifice and that was tied into a certain Clinton, Kuma Epstein, or Kuma, oh, I forget her name, damn it. The guy who was married to Anthony Weiner. Akuma Amadim or some stuff like that. I'm saying it, I'm butchering her name. But, like, I heard that certain NYPD officers, when they got his laptop, saw a video of a certain thing happening, and then 9 out of them self-deleted after that. Or, and like one person didn't.
Huma Abdin.
Abedin. Okay, whatever. Close enough. Sorry, too bad I can't pronounce that weird name, and she's probably El Diablo herself. But I heard, like, with a certain girl, I was tied to a tree, and really, that show hit the nail on the head. Like, there's a lot of disclosure in movies, like that movie Get Out.
Bro.
Even the movie with the NFL, they just did Him with Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, on top of that, like, so there's, like, independent movies that tend to have a little bit more truth in it,
Yes.
right? But then there's also, like, major movies.
The big
that
blockbuster
really
movies that
don't, because it's more Pentagon funded.
What was the one
Like
with
Saving
Tom Cruise and
Saving
Nicole Kidman?
Saving Private Ryan was
Eyes Wide Shut. That movie. That was supposed to be like, with the parties with the masks on. Like, that really hit the nail on the head with that.
Yo, listen, it's crazy, bro. I mean, yo, listen. On top of that, like, yo, I'm working on trying to get a lot of cool guests on. Right.
Okay.
I'm trying to get.
Yo, Dan is on the grind, and a shout out to Papa Roach. The lead singer actually commented back. He gave me like those praise hands. I tried to message him. I would love to have him on. I know he's a very busy man.
Listen,
I love that. I've been watching.
If you watch this, check your Facebook messages. I sent you one.
And Instagram. I commented back on your comments.
From Project Mayhem podcast. Real Project Mayhem.
Real Project Mayhem
on
podcast.
Facebook. I sent you a message.
And we're Instagram.
So, the whole thing with Road Dogg's wife. We're trying to get Road Dogg on.
Dude, that'd be so cool because I know he's not with WWE anymore, so he could really come on and.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure when he was with them.
I said, guys, if you're not in New York, we could do it via Zoom.
Yes, we'll do Zoom. We will work with anybody. We just want to get this because the bigger guests, big followings, that blows our stuff up. And the bigger we get, the more cool stuff we can do. More cameras, more anything.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
On top of that, yo, listen, I know there's a lot of people out there that are successful and have a following that are in recovery, right?
Yes.
We don't have to discuss it.
No,
if
we
you
don't.
come on.
And listen.
But just give us a chance.
Yes, and also you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like, you're not pressured to say anything you don't want to say. Because listen, I don't care about my story being out there. I know you don't.
No.
Certain people do, and I get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, 100%. It's full disclosure on my part.
So I also got my homegirl. She's down in Miami right now. Her name on Snapchat is Long Island Girl.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
I sent you a picture of her.
Oh, yeah. You're showing me.
She's going to be, when she comes back, I'm trying to have her on. So shout out to you, my homegirl, Justine. I spoke to her on Instagram, and she's going to be down to come on, too. She's in recovery and whatnot, so she's down to tell her story.
My barber wants to come on, too.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
And
shout out to Ben.
Like and now I could almost
Oscar
understand.
I
could almost understand why people don't make it past 5 episodes because they'll have a guest and then the guest quits.
Yeah, but listen, we're gonna keep trucking along. Like I'm not just gonna be like, oh, we never guessed. Let's not shoot this
week.
But
on top of that, listen, sometimes it's worthwhile. Like, what are we gonna talk about for an hour?
Yeah.
We're 52 minutes in.
And we just keep on going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much like, oh my God, forget it. If I really do if we research an episode, like whether we're going to stay on whatever I call it truth seeking, you want to call it conspiracy, some topics like that. We can talk about history. We can talk about what's going on in the world, which is always something bad going on in the world.
Well, you know what I like about when me and you do it, though? Like, we cover a lot of topics, and it creates a lot of cool
and
shorts.
we get along so well, and we bounce off each other. You know what I mean? Like...
It creates...
And we're both in recovery, and we both get it, and we both going through this process together.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool journey.
Next time it's me and you, maybe we'll have, one just straight on recovery.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
One just straight on certain conspiracy, or just do movies, or music, whatever. Yeah, I mean?
But it's cool because, me and you, we go through all these topics, blah, 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 and we're just going off the top of our head.
There's no script here.
We checked
our
phones for a little bit of, information
yes,
this
exactly.
time.
There's no script.
To get, right names,
yes.
With the Element 115. But, our podcasts make great shorts when it's me and you.
Yes,
because we hit a whole bunch of topics.
Yeah, because me and you are and we're also characters. This is 100% authentic. If I'm the same way when the camera's on or off, I'm the same exact way.
I was talking to Fred last night. Shout out to you, Fred, again.
Yes,
right?
Shout out, Fred.
And I was talking to him, and Mel was on the phone too, right?
Okay, cool.
And Fred was like, he's like, I always said this about you, Dan. He was like, if there was somebody that was authentic, he was like, I always knew you had a little street side to you. He was like, you were the same way in treatment as you are on the podcast. You're the same. You're the same all the way through. And I was like, yo, thank you, man. But your real values in being yourself, whoever you are, be yourself.
I hate that when you play that chameleon role.
He's himself. No matter where he is himself.
Yes,
right?
there's no two ways about
it. To bring it back to recovery, right? It says it in the literature. It says our true values in being ourselves.
Yes, being your genuinely you.
When you're out there getting high, you put the mask on for so long.
Yes, it just suppresses and numbs you, and I'm not me. I'm just quiet and very dialed down and. I'm in my head and reclusive,
right?
And it's just bad. It's all bad.
Right.
It's all bad.
Right. On top of that, when you're using against your will and you're doing something wrong, and then you feel worse about it.
Yes.
It's
like my boy John, shout out to him, said. It's like once you do that, whatever, first line, first hit, first whatever, it just darkens your soul. immediately something just comes over
disconnect
you.
from the higher power.
Yes,
bro.
that cord gets severed, and it depends. Like if it's like this, it's like it may be getting thinned out a little bit, and then eventually you hit that point, just coop, and you just
So like it's like when you start, it's fun. Then it's fun with problems, and then it's just problems.
like I always said, because people are like, well, certain people, your friends stopped who were doing it just like you, and I said, listen, we all have this card.
The partying,
Party,
car.
yes, and then my card is maxed out,
burn on
it's
fire.
shredded, it's done. Like I don't have that to go back and use it again. Like, and I don't want to use it again because it's not fun.
Well,
and the days of partying and having fun are been over for a long time.
That's why again I bring it back to like Michael Jordan watching basketball, right?
Yes.
And he loves basketball, and watching it, he's critiquing the game.
Yep.
I'm a play. I really up him up.
Yeah.
But you're retired, dog.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
got no business being on the court.
It's over.
So that's what I view it like too. Like I said, the obsession
Ooh.
to use has been lifted.
Yes,
bro.
and now just to bounce to another topic, we know what's coming up soon, WrestleMania. We should do like a thing on WrestleMania too, like a review / we could do watch along.
I know you said he's definitely for comedic relief, and now he's in WWE. But Danhausen,
The curse.
funny. You
are cursed. That is pretty funny. He was in AEW. Like, I mean, yeah, he's more of a
So
comedic.
he's going around, he's cursing everybody.
I
bro.
know.
He cursed the Miz. He cursed.
I seen that. I
Bro,
seen
he's
the clip.
cursing everybody, and he's funny. I'll tell you one thing. I mean, he hasn't had a match so far, but that dude could sell merch.
Hell yeah.
He could sell merch.
He can. He can.
I saw an interview with him and Chris Van Fleet, right?
Yes, Chris, I mean, shout out to him.
Shout out to
Shout
you,
out
man.
back to us. Like, come
Yeah,
on, help
man.
us out there, bro.
So Danhausen did a video, did an interview with him.
It's cursed.
Without the makeup.
Oh, really? I wonder what he looks like.
Or
I gotta look it up on the
but
way.
Actually, I think it was makeup of human skin. You know what I mean? I think that's how he is, and he puts makeup on.
Yeah,
to
the makeup on top of makeup.
Yeah, but I mean, listen.
He talks like these. I was like,
yo, his voice is completely different.
oh, is it?
Oh,
Oh,
completely
so that's a real gimmick. It's a gimmick on top of a gimmick on top of a
Yeah,
gimmick.
bro, completely different. And it's crazy because, like, yo, he also copyrighted his face paint.
That's a smart man.
Right? So
That's
he did
very
it.
smart.
And
Ooh,
Chris
my
asked
man.
him why he did it, and I guess he said he looked at like a Magic the Gathering card, and the makeup was very
Okay,
similar.
Magic. Yeah, I was just telling my cousin about this. That I heard is a very not good game.
Really?
Yes, it's very
Listen,
witchcraft-ish.
they're getting so much IP too, right? So they had like they had an Avatar set. No, not Avatar. Avatar.
What, Magic, the
last
card
Airbender.
game?
They have a superhero set coming out where they get the IP from Marvel. So they're gonna have like Cyclops,
I
X-Men,
gotta-
Avengers, Spider-Man.
Okay, you remember my little one was my daughter
They
was
just
on
had a
to
Teenage
this.
Mutant Ninja Turtles,
The-
Lord of the Rings.
The Lalabooble dolls.
The Boo-Boos, those are
That
demonic.
was from they
Those are demonic.
demonic. It was the Bazaar. Buzz. Oh, damn it! Look it up. Google it because I'm gonna butcher it again. Bazaar, I think was. Or I'm saying Bazaar. I mean, Bazaar.
Listen,
It's a demonic entity
so-
named that looks exactly like that doll.
So a lot of the like the Black Boule and people like that are big with this little boo-boo doll, right?
Yes.
So LeBron James brought it on to
I hate him.
Brought it on to Kai Cenat's
Oh, another one. They're all
Mafia Marathon. You know when I knew Kai Cenat was done?
what?
When he shaved his dreads.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention. 'Cause I don't care.
That is the thing, the ritual.
Yes. Oh, the humiliation ritual that they all go through when him and the other dude showered together. I'm like, what is going on? Except for live streams. Listen, I love content. I want to make money off this. I'm never gonna sell my
And
soul.
what's crazy is like, yo, I like Kai Cenat. I thought he was like a dope dude, but and I remember he was like,
The other one, Aiden Ross, is
and I was
another
like, yo,
evil
don't
little
shave your hair.
gremlin.
When you shave your hair, it's part of the ritual.
Yes, yes. Anytime they put you
And they
dress
all do it.
on,
Yo, listen, Ludacris did it.
of course. I heard him and was him and Cat Williams. Somebody was going for that Fast and Furious role,
Right.
and one of them had to go.
Shave a head and get 9 movies. I
Yes.
think it was Cat was talking about.
Yes,
it.
Cat
Oh,
was talking
shave,
about
shave.
Cat Williams.
And listen, he brought a lot of stuff to
He
life. He was
did.
talking about Diddy, and people thought he was bugging.
Yes, like he
Listen.
did, but like I love that 50
Yo,
documentary.
you
that
know-
was awesome.
Yo, Fifth.
Fifth.
Shout out to you, Fifth.
You nerd.
Shout out to Fifth.
Yes.
He is
Yeah,
the
yo, Uncle
ultimate
Murder.
troll, the person you did it. Yo,
Yes.
he put Jim
What's
Jones-
going on with him and T.I.? I never really dived into it.
I heard T.I.
T.I.'s
putting out another album, I heard.
Yeah, T.I. When he got arrested with those fully automatic machine guns, he magically didn't go to. Okay, I don't know. Whatever.
But I also I know. So 50 Cent, like I said, he's the ultimate troll. He bought the building that Jim Jones was doing his podcast.
I
in.
love that.
And you see a video of Jim Jones like knocking down doors, like trying to.
I hate Jim Jones. Like I used to like some of his music, but like he used up everybody around him.
Listen, he wasn't really Harlem World neither.
He was from the Bronx, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
from the
and,
BX.
and listen, they had a great run. Like I used to listen to 40 Cal, Shot
Yes,
Bubs,
Joel
Hellrell.
Santana, J.R. Ryder, Writer's Block. Those mixtapes are awesome.
Hellrell was dope.
Hellrell, Rugeril.
Short dude.
Yeah, I know. He's like this big.
Short dude. But yeah, I love that whole run. I liked On My Way to Church, the Jim Jones album was like the beginning of it.
Yes.
That was a dope album.
We fly. That's the only song he really had. Ballin'.
Certified Music with the Game.
Yeah.
But I like Joel Santana's album, What the Game's Been
He
Missing.
looks like I heard he's battling.
And then
Somebody
when-
was at one of his shows
when
and he was
did
just
the album-
nodding out.
When he did that album with Lil Wayne. He
Oh.
did like a whole.
Did he?
Yeah, they did a whole mixtape together.
Oh,
It was
mixtape. Oh, that's
dope.
okay. Yeah,
Remember
that's
that
from the
mixtape era, bro?
Oh, bro, the G on the radios. Remember DJ Green Lantern, the Pool Kid? Bro, there was so many.
Ooh.
Kid.
You're thinking in water?
Yep.
Yo, listen.
You better watch your back. Oh, man.
Listen, I think it's something else, man. I mean, you live close out west. Maybe one day we stop by that G-Unit dispensary and try to get Tony Ayo to come on.
Yeah.
Yo, you live in Mount Sinai, dog. Not too far. Miller Place.
I know he does a lot of touring now, too.
You know, Passport Gang, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Uncle Murder.
Yep.
You know, I know he was on my boy Link's podcast, Link and Bob Macedonio. They had a podcast
Really?
called Street Legal, and he was on it twice.
What?
But Bob Macedonio was like Tony Ayo's lawyer.
Oh,
right?
okay,
And
okay,
I think he did something with 50 Cent, and he tells you a story. Y'all, listen.
That would be awesome.
This is going to be free promotion for you.
Yes.
If you are in Suffolk County and you are facing criminal charges, call B.O.B. to stay free. Call Mace to beat the case. Bob Macedonio, Macedonian Duncan, bro. Those are the two best lawyers out here. Shout out to Mace.
Yep.
Listen, we're gonna do. You got any shout outs you want to do?
I just shout out as we go.
Yeah,
I kind of just look at the camera and hit one of those little. Remember, like an NWO. Every time a new guy came on, they would be like,
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to X-Pac, bro. He was in both of them.
dude,
NWO and DX.
I would love. He'd be awesome. I know he battles addiction too.
Yo,
like,
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, dude.
And Jeff Hardy's open about it.
Dude, Jeff Hardy was awesome, bro. Those TLC matches
Kurt Angle.
with him.
You
Kurt
remember-
Angle,
you remember-
Kurt.
you remember-
Kurt, come on, Kurt. Come on. I know.
Yeah,
We
come on,
got 6
Kurt.
months, please.
Yo, remember that meme of him?
Kurt Angle?
He's got his brights on, and he called him Perk Angle.
Yeah. Oh my.
He had his brights on.
Oh my God. There's so much. Oh my God. There's so much. There's so
There's
much.
a video of him, right? And he's like at his house.
And he's a tough son of a
So
gun.
there's a. Well, he got a golden. All right, so
Gold
let me
is-
tell you the
yes,
story
yes,
first.
yes.
So it's a video of him. The camera's here, right? And he's like eating spaghetti with a fork, right? So he's like twisting it up, and there's some of it hanging, and you see him come with the other hand with scissors, and he cuts the part that's hanging, and his wife is like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Don't judge me. I won a gold. I won the gold medal with a broken neck."
Yeah, with a
And-
broken
and-
freaking neck, I want a gold medal.
And she's like, "Nah, with the gold, with the broken neck stuff
Yes.
again." I can imagine how much times he uses it at home,
oh
man.
he's a character. I love him.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
a great amazing wrestler.
What's crazy is
Both
so he,
wrestling, and then real Olympic wrestling.
Oh yeah, well he did the whole segment right when he came out with the milk truck,
Oh yeah.
and he
You know
he
what?
discloses.
You know what's
he
crazy?
hates
People
milk.
don't realize the best work he really did was in TNA.
Oh, great work.
Yes, like WWE, he really wasn't there that long. People don't realize that.
And he had that little faction with like Sting. and
Mainstream
Big
Mafia,
Papa
what's it
Club.
called? I think it was
Main Event Mafia.
Main Event Mafia, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and also TNA had like a whole bunch of like that was where like a lot of legends were able to
Yeah,
shine.
and like they had a lot of good, like AJ Styles came from there, Bobby
But,
Roode.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but TNA is like an offshoot of WWE now, I believe. No, because I know AEW is different.
They work. Yeah, AEW does not work with them
because
at all.
I seen Jeff Hardy and Matt
Yes,
Hardy
'cause
were in there, but they were also on NXT.
Yeah, so they have a working relationship.
Okay.
Obviously, WWE always gets the best part of that relationship.
Or I think they're owned by brothers.
No.
Right. So Tony Khan.
No.
Owns WWE, right?
No, they're not related. They have the same last name, not related. Okay, so
that's like Nick Khan and Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's totally different. Like the same TKO owns UFC and WWE, but they're not related. Tony Khan, his family is big with football. Owns, I forget what team it is, and big comes from huge money. That's how we bought that.
You know who else would be dope to have on? Maven.
Maven has a great podcast. Shout out to Maven. I was just watching his videos. Speak of the devil. I was getting ready for the gym. I was watching it.
I watch his videos all the time.
Oh, I didn't know you watched that. No.
100%.
Wow.
Well, there's a whole thing like that. Like back in the day, like Undertaker was one of the best, like keeping kayfabe, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. He discussed me with his podcast now.
He sold it to WWE.
Yeah, he kicked off his co-host, put his wife on, who sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't think it was his.
I love Undertaker too, but
I don't think it was his.
There's a lot of cool podcasts. This kid James Romero, he's awesome. He used to do like a lot of interviews, and then he has a Stevie Richards show. The guy used to be in ECW, and Dutch Mantel was an old wrestler.
Yo, you know who I would love to have on? Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah, bro, he's just so vicious.
Bro.
You know what? He's a New York guy.
I know.
I think is he from Long Island or Brooklyn or something?
He's from Queens, maybe.
I know Taz. Taz would be awesome to come on too. He's another Long Island.
Taz's son.
Yes,
is Hook.
He's Hook, yeah, in AEW, of course. I know.
And him and Danhausen had a thing for a little.
Yeah. That would be. I mean, shout out to Taz.
Bro, what's crazy is I watched wrestling as a kid.
They have a
They
have a podcast on. It's called Bloody Something Radio. What is it called?
I know Bubba's Rays.
Bubba's Rays. That's what I'm talking about. Bubba's Rays. Bubba Ray.
Broken Skull.
No, it's not. That's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
All right, hold on. I'll look it up right now. Somebody else look like idiots.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
I'll tell you.
Bubba. And then what? He went to like AEW or TNA?
No, he never went to AEW.
Oh, TNA.
TNA. He was a big
Bully
TNA.
Bully Ray Dudley.
Yeah.
Bubba was better.
Bubba Dudley.
Devon,
get the tables. The podcast. All right, let's see. Podcast. It is. Where is it? Come on. No.
Listen, I think it's totally obtainable.
Busted Open Radio. I'm saying Bloody Radio. Busted Open Radio.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He did an episode with Undertaker, and they were drinking Jack.
That just came up.
Undertaker was drunk.
Hey, that's cool. It just came up.
And he was talking about like when I guess Devon handed him the chair wrong, and he hit Undertaker over the head, but it hit his head, and he was busted out bleeding. You know what I mean? But I think it's totally obtainable to get to that spot where we could just
I would love that, bro.
Conversations with these guys.
Yeah, dude. I would just love because I've been so many questions and I could go off. Like we don't. There's never we don't have a script. We don't need a script.
100%.
It's all
100%. But listen, the best podcast I've seen, if we did a political podcast, then of course we need notes.
Yeah, because you need to hit on certain topics and you need references.
Facts,
yeah, exactly.
Right? Where here, even Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you never see it. I don't think
all those guys. They don't have anything.
No.
If he has a question, he'll have Jamie pull it up.
That's the cool. You have a Jamie. Like us, we're going through our phones. Maybe we'll bring a laptop in.
Yeah.
We can do. Yeah, I mean anything.
We totally get there, but
we're climbing our way up that hill.
100%, and we covered so many topics.
Yes,
and we hit them. We go shallow with them, right? But we're gonna start maybe we'll pick
deep dives. We call it deep dives.
Guys,
yes.
You guys watch this in its entirety. Joanne, shout out to you.
Yes, thank you for always commenting and watching. You know what I mean?
On top of that, we have to have you on for astral projection.
Oh, please,
lucid dreaming.
Please.
I'm gonna talk to her after this.
Yes, please. I want to know about this. I want to do this.
But if you guys watch this in entirety, comment a topic you want to hear us talk on that you want us to go.
Or somebody you know, put them in
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Anything you want us to talk in depth with, and then the next time we have a podcast, we'll do some research on it and do it. And you know what? I think this is probably going to get to the point We're gonna be doing 2 episodes, maybe 3
Yes,
a week.
yeah, we really start cranking them out because, like, I mean, we could go. Like,
I mean, yo, listen. I mean, Wes. Shout out to coming last week,
yes.
Wes, and coming twice. Pause.
yes,
No Diddy.
yeah.
I still have. There's so much shorts from that episode.
I
haven't
know. We gotta
posted.
go through. I'm so busy this week. I haven't got to post a lot of stuff.
You know, so I was busy too, man. But yeah. So we're gonna do that. I got other people. You know, Fred. We're gonna be having on. I got shout out to my boy Mouth. Move over, you finished. That's what MOUF means.
Okay.
He's a rapper from CI.
Cool. That's what's up,
he's
man.
coming
Shout
on.
out, Strong Island,
Shout
baby.
out to I want to do one with Script Keeper. That would be Zoom. Script Keeper. I'm gonna bring you to his page later. He is a red pill dude.
I seen it. I
Red pill all the way.
yes.
Raps about red pill, like red pill.
That's awesome.
conspiracy
That's
rap.
right up our
But he
alley.
also has like a rumble show.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
That's cool.
And he talks about all that stuff.
Really?
And he goes deep about.
I want
goes
like a
deep
Patreon
about, like,
or
Jeffrey
Rumble
stuff.
where I could really talk about the stuff I
Right.
know, because I know on here it's like
Right.
I don't want to get demonetized yet. Like we have to build this, not
Well,
break
we
it
got to
down.
be able to get monetized before we can get demonetized. so like we're building it.
Yeah, we're not monetized at all by any means yet.
yeah.
We're getting there.
We are getting
we
there.
hit the subscribers.
Listen.
We got to get to watch hours.
Right.
Watch hours are huge.
Right.
Please help us.
Right. Watch how it's just engaged, man.
Yes,
I mean,
engage, comment. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe, and comment.
Even if you just
I don't
comment
care if you
comment
bash
an
me
emoji.
Yeah, anything. Come on, please.
Yeah, bashing's cool. We like it. We need haters.
We got thick skin.
You know, so listen, man. I think this went well.
Yeah.
You know, we
yeah.
covered a lot of topics. We're over an hour right now.
Yep.
And we're gonna be here next week. I think your boy's coming next week.
Yes,
Right?
yes. Cross fingers.
So we got him.
Cross fingers, my boy Mike.
So that's
Shout out
the
to Mike.
the
Hopefully he comes
4th,
through.
the
I think he will.
the 11th. I know Mouth is coming. I think the 18th. I'm trying. This dude Jules Baller. He like did a lot of records with Wyclef and stuff. He
Okay,
might
cool.
come, but I might put him off and try to have Fred come that week.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
When about the Bianca coming on?
Bianca. And then I'm still waiting to hear back from the lady Wendy that runs the Catholic Speakers.
Oh man, that's a big one. That's gonna be huge. I can't wait to hear about that. Like that is gonna be the biggest.
So we got Bianca in May 16th.
Okay, so
So we
we
have a few episodes
Yeah.
to go. We're gonna start filling them, and we're just gonna keep this thing going. One
keep
episode at
it
a time.
trucking along and just keep the momentum moving.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So,
Never give up.
yeah, man. We're gonna wrap this up. We're stopping at a vape store, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Vape stop. Over and out. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate the love.
Please
like,
comment.
subscribe. Please get the engagement up. We are here.
And listen, if you watch this and you got a Facebook, copy the link, share it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything.
If everybody that watches this shares it, it would be great. With that, deuces.
Peace.